Travis Wayne Goodsell. I'm going over the news. I saw that Chad and Lori Daybell will now be tried together. I told you that's what the prosecution wanted to do, because it'll make their case a whole lot easier. Take them down both together. After the failed attempt to get Lori to confess with the torture in the mental hospital. Psychology is a fraud, guys. I keep telling you this. So, let's see how many of you have been learning from me in regards to identifying psychological manipulation with the use of false dichotomy arguments. The news on all the different channels are all talking about one main story after all these days of it having occurred: the Texas shooting. Do you see what I'm talking about? Both presses, the conservative and the liberal press, governments, both conservative and liberal governments, and people in positions of trust and in business and in religion are all trying to brainwash the public with the false dichotomy argument. Did you catch it? Did you learn from me about the threat of psychology to destroy our nation using the art of war, divide and conquer? Well, if you didn't catch it, if this is your first time watching my video, I'll just ask you the false dichotomous question. Are you pro or anti-gun? So the Texas shooting is not about guns. And the press do all sorts of tactics to try to prove their side right. You'll hear them talk about, oh, other countries have gun laws and less people have guns and there's less crime. So many fallacies. So many fallacies. The shooter, as a teen, which are easily susceptible to brainwashing to become Manchurian candidates, which is exactly what happened to him. Is the attempt of psychologists. This false dichotomy all over our nation caused this. This is an isolated incident, but this is what they are trying to do. They're trying to escalate to cause a bigger trigger event. Not just isolated events. But these isolated events are then magnified with further false dichotomies to hopefully trigger people. I saw one news article about how parents were, surrounding police about their inadequate response to the shooting. Again, false dichotomy argument. But that's what the whole purpose of false dichotomy arguments are all about. And so, Mormons or ex-Mormons, do you see how the church is purposely using this false dichotomy argument about church history on both of you? Travis Wayne Goodsell was getting 100% likes despite the 1 or 2 views per video. since it got restored. There was one person who saw that I was back and got triggered and went and watched a whole bunch of my videos so that they can put a thumbs down. And I can see where they stopped. They didn't keep going. This is what psychology does. They are the enemy of the people and are seeking to destroy us. And the church is using them to their advantage.